There are three very important aspects here. One, Rahul Gandhi insisting that there is evidence. He says there is 100% evidence, he claims, of a bias, of the electoral roll not being okay. In Bihar, RJD is not just going after the special intensive review of the voter list, but they're saying they're even considering boycotting elections. The BJP, of course, now saying that all of this is just admission of failure. They know they will lose elections. That's why they're making excuses right now. Let's now throw it open to a wider panel and get our experts to comment on this. We have Syed Zafar Islam, National Spokesperson and Political and Economic Affairs Voice of the Bharatiya Janata Party, is former Member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha. Dr. Pooja Tripathi is the National Spokesperson of the Congress Party. Ravi Shankar Ravi of the RJD will join us in a moment. Amitabh Tiwari is one of the finest political voices in terms of a political strategist, commentator and election analyst and researcher who joins us on the broadcast. Also with me is Muhammad Amin, a former joint director at the Election Commission. There are many questions that are now being asked of the Election Commission, and he'll perhaps help us understand the allegations and the response of the EC. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, is there concrete evidence? What evidence does Rahul Gandhi have to claim 100% proof of Election Commission complicity in facilitating cheating in Karnataka, and in a particular constituency in Karnataka? And if that evidence is there, one, why haven't you approached courts or put it in public domain, madam?
Gaurav, he's leader of opposition. And I'm going to start by saying whose country is it anyway? When the leader of opposition goes on to, so frustrated, he goes on to say, we'll come after you. And the biggest leader of opposition in a state like Bihar goes on to say that we have no choice other than to boycott polls. It, raises structural issues of institutional integrity, accountability, transparency, and the strength of democratic discourse. We definitely have evidence. Rahul Gandhi will come up with how the whole machinery was involved in, helping BJP win in a constituency in Karnataka, and we will be public with this detail. And as far as approaching the courts, approaching the ACI, we have been doing it since last December 2024, after the Haryana elections, after the Maharashtra elections. Every time we have approached the Election Commission, but we just raised two issues, but the Election Commission has just comes out with just one sentence that is an absurd statement, unverified claims. Look at the statement they brought out today on the SAR issue that has been, rocking both the parliament and the streets of Bihar. They very petulant, very childish, very mature statement that has come out in the state that's going to the polls next year. Okay. So we have credible evidence, and we will be going public with it very soon.
Fair enough. Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, is there a fair point that the Congress raises that you have the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and the leader of opposition in the Bihar Assembly both raising issues of a bias or lack of transparency in the functioning of the Election Commission, or the Election Commission helping the ruling party win elections? Rahul Gandhi says that SIR in Bihar is a desperate, what an opposition leader is saying, this special intensive review in Bihar is a very deliberate attempt to delete 50 to 80 lakh voters in favor of the NDA. That's what the opposition is alleging. How will the BJP respond to these specific claims, especially accusation of, one, disproportionate targeting of the marginalized communities and SC/ST voters, sir?
Well, let me respond to your question. I heard the Congress spokesperson, but let me also tell you very candidly that Mr. Rahul Gandhi understands the real dynamics, then he understands the ground realities, and he also understands the prospect of Bihar election. He is going to lose the election, and that has made him frustrated. But he must understand that all the institutional, constitutional, organizational, which is run by constitution, not by his frustration. So his frustration is very well, I understand that he is losing election after election, and even his own leadership is not being accepted by his own lieutenants anymore. And that frustrates him, and his frustration is very well understood by the people also. But he must understand his frustration is for his party. But he has to win the support and confidence of the people, not express frustration time and again. And earlier he used to speak about EVM. Now that has become very outdated. So he has started now speaking about Election Commission, because he knows that there is something which he can speak post the election result, because he is going to lose not Bihar, but all the other places
Okay.
wherever election will take place. And also one more thing, last thing, which I'll tell him, that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you have to understand that this organization is run by the constitution. Every organization has the constitutional responsibility, like
Okay.
you also have the responsibility towards your party. But you can win vote of the people by getting their confidence, not
Fair
by
enough. Dr.
misusing
Tripathi
them.
wants to quickly
Mr.
interject before I bring in our other guests. Since you made a direct allegation, Dr. Tripathi, you want to quickly respond?
I think the way Bharatiya Janata Party election spokesperson is calling the elections done and dusted, this goes on to show the credibility of Sir. This goes on to show the massive disenfranchisement of SC, STs, OBCs, and women, because they don't have the documents that have been, unleashed on the common public. We are living in an area where neutrality is compromised. Let's face it. The erosion of the constitutional values of election commission, and we have seen it now. The violation of MCC, unpunished. Communal rhetoric, unpunished. The bad election speeches, unpunished. The way the government went on to replace the Chief Justice of India from the appointment committee to a cabinet minister nominated by Prime
So
Minister.
for the moment, let's just stay on the issue of elections and let's restrict ourselves
I
to
request Bharatiya Janata
Bihar and Karnataka, since these are the 2 points that we're discussing right now.